So that's me fed and watered and sat in the car. I try and leave the house, well, yeah, by about 7:10. That's kind of, I'm OCD about my timings. I know when I have to, I've worked out what's the latest I can leave the yard, and then I've worked backwards and I've figured out how long it takes me to get places. It's, at the moment, while traffic's light, especially at this time in the morning, it's taken me about 9-10 minutes to get to the stables, which is pretty good. So I know I can leave at this time. But I have the feeling once lockdown lifts, I might have to be leaving earlier, because it usually can take up to 20 minutes with rush hour traffic. Right, anyway, I better go, otherwise I'm going to be running late. Well, there we go, we're at the yard. Now I've just got to change my shoes because I cannot drive in my wellies. I'm normally the first one down, which is nice. I'm very rarely here after staff start, so it's really nice, peaceful, quiet, and you can see the sun is shining today. Yeah, the other thing I always put on is gloves, because one, it's a bit cold anyway, so it keeps my hands warm, but also when you're heading straight to work, which at the moment is okay because I'm working from home, so I can just like get changed and stuff, keep your hands clean. And then a hat, because as you can tell by the state of this one, stops all bits of hay and shavings getting in your hair. Plus also keeps you warm when it is cold. I have a baseball cap for the summer, so I don't look like an idiot wandering around in the summer in a woolly hat. Right, I better crack on and sort Lola for the morning. Here we go. Excuse the racket. So the first thing I always do after getting all my stuff ready is give twig stuck on my foot. Is give Lola and her DIY livery friends their hay nets. So yeah. Otherwise they start getting very hangry and they start kicking the doors and they start shouting at me and fighting with each other. As you can see, there they are. Oh look, oh no, Lola's properly grumbling. Yeah. So that is always my first task of the morning. And then it's on to everything else, which I'll explain afterwards. Right, that's them all hayed up. The next task is to fill up her hay nets for tonight and tomorrow morning. Just saves a few minutes in the evening if you don't have to fill it up. When it's dark and it's cold. Thankfully summer it's not so bad, but at the moment it is. Yeah, and then the morning again it means I can just grab and go. I have actually been, getting blinded, a bit OCD about the order I do things in. So before I'd always muck out first, and then I realised because the hay nets are on the other, not the hay nets, the wheelbarrows are on the other side of the yard. Walk to the other side of the yard, get a wheelbarrow, walk back, do mucking out, grab my hay nets, walk back to the other side of the yard to empty said wheelbarrow, and obviously the hay's around that side as well. But then I'd have to use the wheelbarrow to take the hay nets back up, and then I'd end up coming back down to put the wheelbarrow back. So I worked out I saved myself a couple of trips if I do my hay nets first. But there's one important job to do when you come and do the hay nets, and that is to say morning to the other one, isn't it, Sky? We say morning to you. Do you not want to? Oh, it's a bit bright, isn't it? Oh, you're in a good mood this morning. She also gets a bit hangry as well, don't you? Sky isn't on. Drop my hay nets now. Sky isn't on DIY livery. No, she's on working livery. So it means I only have one to do in the morning. I don't think I'd have time to do two. But yeah, right. I need to crack on and fill these up, or I'm going to be late. So So that's 2 hay nets filled. Lola's on hay because obviously with being out of work, she's looking a bit podgy. So I just want to make sure she doesn't get too fat. I fill 1 for this evening. I find that easier because obviously in the evening I'm having to exercise 2 at the moment. Or some nights it's exercising 2. So having it already done means that saves time later. And then I have the morning one ready so I can just come in, grab and go like I did this morning. And then now part 2 for my routine, on to mucking Lola out. Yeah, I try and give her a full muck out at the moment in the morning if I've got time. Just again because it makes it easier later if I don't have to do loads. I'd much rather get up early and get her all done than be here late and be late for my dinner and get really hangry. That is not a pretty look on me. Right, let's go muck out. Well, that's the mucking out done. The only other thing I do in the morning, I leave her water till the evening. It's only become a habit really because obviously in the morning the hose pipe's just been so frozen lately. It's alright this morning, but she's got plenty of water. She has a big bucket, or like tub thing. So the other thing I do in the morning is swap her rugs if need be. So if it's going to be warm, I think today is going to be warm, so I'm going to leave her with a naked day and take off her magnetic boots. Because of her arthritis in various places probably, I have a pair of magnetic hot boots, obviously for the hot problem she's been having, and also just a pair of just normal stable boots just for the front legs. I think it just helps her keep her more supple, and I definitely know if I've forgotten to put them on, like when I pick her feet out, because if I haven't put them on, like she just doesn't pick her feet up quite as high as normal. But yeah, let's take those all off, Lols. Hey, do you want some naked day? Hey, you can have a naked day. At the moment, because she's shedding all her hair, she is loving naked days and just itching like crazy, so she'll be perfectly happy. Right, well, that's the horses done. Well, Lola's all done. Sky's happy for the day. I try and leave the yard by 8:15 just so then I can get home in time for logging into work because I'm working from home. But yeah, that all depends on traffic. Traffic's not been too bad because obviously lockdowns and stuff, but yeah, it's not going to be great when traffic's back up to normal. Anyway, I best get going. As I said many times already this vlog, I'm going to be late. Right, so that's me done for the morning. That's my morning routine, my typical morning routine. The only time it really changes is if Lola ends up going out 24/7. So there's a field sort of about 20-30 minute walk away down the road that sometimes we can use that one, and she ends up being out all day every day basically. But so far we haven't moved down there yet. I don't know what the plan is for this summer because it happens in the summer. But yeah, typical morning, trying to be efficient as quick as possible, so I'm home before 9 o'clock to clock in. I normally try and clock in somewhere between 8:30 and 8:45, and then finish somewhere between 4:30, 4:45. So that's my working day really. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching the vlog. If you did, don't forget to subscribe for more, because now I've done the morning routine, bet we can predict there's going to be an evening routine. And yeah, give me a thumbs up, and yeah, thank you for watching.